Good afternoon, I'm Chris Salisbury with Southern Motor Company. For the longest time, I've been wanting an 80s Corvette. We traded one in on our ZR1. Walk with me. I'm gonna do a quick video, a quick test drive, so you see what it's all about. I don't really want to sell it, but I got so many cars personally. But it's a white with a red interior. She's got 45,000. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's get real mileage. 48,890 miles. Everything works. Just a nice car. No paint work, good tires, factory wheels, factory radio. Horn works. Headlights work as they should. Everything that's always broken on these cars works. But look at this. I actually detailed every inch of this car myself. Very seldom do I get to detail a car. I stay so busy. For the last couple of weeks, I've had some extra time. I haven't hit the auctions as hard as I normally do. I cleaned this car myself. All your upper and lower control arms are polished. Your shocks are polished. I acid washed all of this. I lightly water-based dress it. So I just get excited about my Corvette. I get excited about all cars. So if you're not a Corvette buyer from me, I'm still excited about your car, but I get a little more excited about Corvettes. We're actually got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 more Vettes on the way in, as well as the Z06 over at the house, getting new tires. That'll get shipped back over here. So anyways, I'm gonna do a quickie walk around, point out a few things, mount some GoPros, quick video. Come on down and see us, send us a check, wire us some money. I don't care how you get your car out of here, but get here before I decide to keep it. Folks, we're gonna do a quick walk around this vehicle. I'm gonna show you the functions, the features, help you make a good educated decision. Come on. Windows work as they should. Mirrors work as they should. Headlights I showed y'all earlier. Look at the liquid crystal display. It's clear, everything works as it should. All your gauges, all your buttons, voltage, average miles per gallon.
And we'll even give you the inside scoop on.
Radio works as it should. Horn works as it should. You got your dome lights in here. I got all the manuals that came with the vehicle. I'm not sure if, yeah, these are the original keys. You got a couple of spots of storage for the back there. Center console. You've got your toolkit right here. You'll come to right here, up here, and the 2 screw holes that are under here. Now these 2 screws come out. I'm sorry, one comes out here and one comes out there for your total of 2. But these stay recessed up inside of here, so when you unscrew it, they just stay there. And I'll do a video or show the customer. Whoever purchases the vehicle, I'll take a few minutes to show them the top comes off. And I'm sure there's plenty of how-to videos online. In here is, in the center console, is one of your buttons for removing or for raising the hatch. You also have a hatch release there as well. Fuel door, gas cap. This body is just straight. A lot of folks don't know, if you don't want to drain your battery but you have your hood in the up position, your connector right here, loosen that, kills the battery, or kills the light. So if I remember correctly, they're mercury lights, where like a thermostat, you open, close, and mercury hits a spot, makes a contact. I might be wrong, and I might have forgot, but I think that's how it goes. Motor cranks up on a dime. This is one of the few cars in a while I've been able to clean myself. I went throughout this car, top to bottom, front to back. Did an oil change, added some Marvel Mystery oil. That's what's flowing through it right now. Here we go. Tires are Goodyear Eagles. Older tire, but not a bad tire. Still in good shape. Plenty of tread. It tracks down the road great. 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. She's comfortable as can be. Cruise control works. I got it. There you go. Does have manuals, Delco Bose music systems manual. That's kind of cool to see. This actually was never filled out. It's a insert salesperson's card here, insert service advisor's card here. This vehicle came from Bud's Chrysler Olds Buick Geo. I just watched that Geo do crazy money on Bring a Trailer last week. It was a Metro. It did like 10.9. I think the car cost $6,000 new. So. I can actually show you the storage area back here if you want to look. Can you see okay? Yeah. Look, there's very little warpage. A smidge right here and none over here. Just where this vinyl will bend just a hair from time. But the seats are they're just in great shape. And they work just fine. Look at these door jambs, Chad. Look at these wheels. A little bit of corrosion right here. Not really corrosion, more of actually the clear coat's flaked off there right here. But now this vehicle's running 275 4017s, which is on I think it's a 9.5-inch rim the whole way around. So the front would be, I think, a 255, 35 or 47, 4517. And I might be wrong, but anyway, it's got front and rear same size wheels and tires. Yeah, but the previous owner, he put he put the wider wheel on the front as well. But just look, I mean, there's no paint work, no real nicks or chips. The window glass is in amazing shape. I really don't want to sell this car. But I can't keep them all. You know, we're running out of space. I really need to go to the house and build a new building behind the house and hold 4 or 5 more cars. But I mean, most of the time these seat belts get caught right here. They'll nick, they get chipped. Look at this. Whoever's owned this car in its life has just cared for it. The rivets are all clean. I mean, it's just a nice car. Listen, the door panels aren't flopping all around right here like they do. The hood pops up easy like it should. So let's go for a quick drive. Folks, get down here and get this car. It's a white with a red interior 1989 Corvette with under 50,000 miles.
All right, Chris, show us how the top comes off.
All right, well, the Allen wrench tool from the factory sits in this little storage spot down here. You've got one right here. Rotate these. Got one over here. There we go. Breaker loose. Got little grooves on here so you can grab it a little better. In fact, right now is the first time I've taken this top off.
do the screws actually come out, or they stay in place and they're just loose?
These screws come out.
Okay.
The ones at the front stay in place.
Okay.
You don't ever see them. You see the bottom of them, that's it.
Right.
While I'm here, I'll go ahead and grab this. All right. Somebody's calling me. It's Katie Polk. There we go.
You get your last screw right there.
There we go.
All right.
Back goes in first. There we go. And then little locker locks her in place. Let's go for another drive.
All right, Chris, how you feel driving the '89 Corvette?
It's just cool.
It is.
You feel like throwing a Van Halen CD in or something, you know?
Yeah.
A little Bon Jovi.
I mean, you really like this body style right here, right?
This, to me, this is like one of the last of the real, I mean, I'm a Corvette guy, anybody knows me, you know, but this is one of my last, to me, this is like one of the last kind of like real, not clanky, but, you know, not, yeah, maybe clanky, I don't know, you know, it's just,
Last
you
of
hear,
the-
you hear a lot, you know, when they came out with the C5, it was like a Cadillac,
Right.
you know, it was a nice, it's a nice car, they're all nice cars, but when that car came out, it was a lot more refined. This is kind of like the last of rugged Corvette, if you will.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe rugged is the word to use.
Right.
You know, so a lot of plastic parts and pieces. And over time, most of these are all creaky and rattly and all.
Right.
This car's actually solid. So when we traded this car in, I drove it for, I don't know, a week back and forth to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Today's the first time the top came off.
Yeah.
But the very first car I rode in was the very first Corvette I ever rode in when I was a baby was a 1977 white with a red interior. Your mother had a white with a red interior as well.
She sure did, yeah.
Right, you're right. I just got this. I see the picture.
A 91, I think it was.
Yeah, I think I saw it. 91, 92.
Yeah.
And she'd ride around with that silver jacket.
Yeah.
So
From
you
the
took-
Corvette Club.
From the Corvette Club. That's right.
Yeah, that's another thing, Chris, with Corvettes. You know, it's like the club, the experience of
Yeah.
just people
waving
wave.
everybody. It's like Jeeps and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, waving everybody. You know,
You're
but I mean,
part of
it's-
something.
You're part of something, yeah.
Right.
And all those, this is an '89. You wouldn't have the C5 if you didn't have the development of the C4.
Right.
You wouldn't have the C6 without the development of the C5, and so on and so on. You know, everybody thinks that the C8's a new idea. That was the artist Zora Duntov thought of that vehicle. Oh God, in 1960s, late 50s, 60s.
Really?
Yeah. He wanted a car to compete with Ferrari and Porsche, the mid-engine guys that had that weight to the rear.
Uh-huh.
And so that idea has been in development for many years. And someone's gonna probably comment and say I'm wrong or that's not, whatever, man. You know. So I mean, I've had so many Corvettes. I own so many Corvettes. I've bought and sold so many Vettes. I've had so many Vettes I've wanted to hold on to, just because I was like, ooh, I don't have that one, or I haven't had that one, or I've been wanting this one. You know. And it's funny is this particular car. 80, 84, 85, 89 and 90. This body style with the rectangular fog lights, the circular tail lights with the section that's kind of concave,
Yeah.
with these just squared off body. I've been wanting one of these for a while, and it's probably it was hard for me to get rid of the ZR1. I just wasn't driving the car. It needed to be driven. It had no miles on it, And but that was a 90, which has the front end of this car and the rear end of a ZR1 from 1990 all the way to 96.
Right.
But it doesn't have the body side molding on 90 only. Anyway, it's a whole other video.
Right.
But I just always wanted this car. Now I have this car, and then we put it up for sale. So,
right.
You know, this isn't scripted. I'm just sitting there talking. You know, but I mean, but this is aren't you comfortable?
Yeah, it's very comfortable. Yeah.
I mean, I've been driving that newer 7 Series, and I'm more comfortable than this. This is also 50 grand less, but you know, I feel
Seats feel good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Right.
I feel, everything's just straight. A good armrest. So, but anyways,
Now I've heard that actually they say that they're actually the mid-engine Corvette may have been something like this though, because the engine's pushed so far back. They said the weight ratio in some of these older Vettes.
no, there's a 50-50 balance.
Yeah, there was something I heard. They were saying that
Well, a Corvette.
kind of a mid-engine because the engine sits back so far from the like
Never
where
heard.
it's placed. Does that make sense?
No, never heard that.
I'll have to let you watch the video.
Okay. Notice this isn't scripted, people.
Yeah, I may have to cut that
I don't know
out,
what you're talking about. No, don't cut it out. We're just talking.
Yeah. I did
Yeah.
hear though that they said there was a certain body style where the engine was pushed back so far that it kind of technically was a mid-engine. But anyways, yeah, very smooth riding car.
A GM car? Are we talking about the Fiero again?
No, we're talking about Corvette. Yeah,
No. I kind of missed that Fiero. That's another one I should have kept.
that was a cool car.
Could you imagine how many cars we would have if I was like, I want to keep this car.
Oh yeah, we'd have a.
I want to keep this
museum.
car. I want to keep that car. We had the museum on Rivers for a while.
That was neat. Yeah, that's what kind of.
See,
controls us
nowadays,
over here, yeah.
nowadays with the team I have and all the good people I have around me, that place could have probably turned into a full-on museum with the store for,
Right.
with vehicles for sale at the same time.
Yeah,
But I learned from that.
that's right.
So, but our next location is going to be totally kick-ass.
Oh yeah.
Can I say kick-ass?
You can.
All
yeah.
right, I'm going to say kick-ass. It's going to be kick-ass. At least 15 to 20 cars indoors. Service shop inside for our cars.
It's
Detail.
coming.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's going to be nice. You know, and guess what? The cars are not going to be as dirty because they're going to be stored inside.
That's right.
We're going to have an area roped off. It just says Chris's area.
Yeah.
You know. Folks, anybody wondering, we're in downtown of North Charleston, up at Montague and Park Circle area. I watched this place grow. I used to live around here, and then but my business is still around here. But I lived around here for 20 years now. 25. I had to say that because my wife would have corrected me because we've been married for almost 25 years now. You believe someone being married to me for 25 years?
Wow, that's a long time.
That's just insanity.
That's love.
Yeah, we'll go with that's love.
Yeah.
So I can be real careful because at nighttime when these are done, Krista and I we sit and watch a few of them,
Yeah.
and occasionally I'll get that little eye roll look from her because she's sitting right next to me.
Right.
I don't know that I could find a better day. It's hot but not hot. It's cool out.
It's sunny.
Yeah.
So many neat little places to go eat at. It's so cool. Little dive bars and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how many miles is on this Vette? We got on the odometer.
48,897.
Okay.
I got it with 48,100. 125, something about.
There we go.
Just perfect shift. Some of the shifts you barely feel. It's so smooth.
Right.
Look at the temperature. 187.
There we go.
It was 188. 188 again. Yeah, it's bounced between 187, 189. And that was just cruising around, not moving. Do a little headlight action.
Yeah. There we go.
Move.
Yeah, both of them are right on time with each other.
Elton John and that Dua Lipa, is that right?
Yes, that is.
Right on. That's a good beat,
Yeah,
though.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, so I started talking and I stopped. So I was singing the song in the car the other day, and my wife and daughter got to look at me like, how do you know these words? You know, and I'm like, well, it's not tough because really all they really say, it's been a long, long time. I mean, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Hard done by you. All right, anyways.
So, I mean, this is,
We were trying to sell this car, right?
yeah, we are, but
Okay.
I mean, it feels like you're in basically a convertible.
Oh, it's a Targa, yeah.
But, you know, it really opens things up a lot.
Lady smoking in front of us. I ain't getting ashes on my car.
That's right. Yeah, the dash is in good shape.
It's got a little softness to it, too.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's a crash pad.
Right. Tell us about this crash pad here. It's like a pillow.
If you get into an accident, that's what you hit. That's what
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's no airbag back there.
Nope. I think in 1990, maybe 91 was the airbag.
Yeah.
Airbag went in there later on.
That's kind of a cool idea, though, you know? I mean, it's better than nothing.
I think Department of Transportation, you know, said you got to put something there.
Right.
Because in front of there, for the longest, I think there was nothing. See, so 77 had nothing. Yeah, the rules and regulations changed. Like my 70s, these were farther back, or they sloped down, or there's a glove box, or not a glove box, but a little storage pouch across the front as well.
Because
So-
the glove box technically is in where the armrest is at on this car, right here, right?
Oh no, you have a glove box. Technically, you kind of have a glove box back here as well.
Yeah. Okay,
You
in
have
the
a little
rear.
spot- yeah, in the rear.
Yeah.
So what's funny is so many folks are gonna probably watch this video, and since this car was built in 1984 for the first time and sold, it's been around for what, 25, 30? I mean, for those years of production, what, 84, 96? Was that 12 years?
All right, Chris, you got the cruise control set?
At 55,
Okay.
remember in the 80s, you'd have speedometer, and then 55 miles an hour was in orange. Kind
Yeah.
of let you know like that's like your sweet spot for speed. Temperature's 189 degrees. Oil pressure's around 40. Oil temp 209, 208.
So you switch the buttons over here to be able to see it on there?
Yeah, just
Okay.
this right here display bounces between it. See, I could have nothing. I could have no oil pressure. I could have it on oil temp. I could have it on 0. I
Okay.
got range of 114 miles. Trip odometer. Well, I've never reset it. So you've got average, mostly from idle, is 13.3. Instant fuel rate. It says 37.
Yeah.
Now I'm going down the hill a little bit. Now it says 53.
Yeah, 52, 46.
Coolant temp 189.
Right.
Voltage 14.1. And an analog
Yeah.
speedometer or odometer. Telescoping.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And I got tilt.
Okay, so it tilts and telescopes. Yeah.
My 68, I got 50 grand and doesn't do all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, well, what I'm saying is where a car has come along from. Now, I think my 69 Corvette has tilt.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm in a Corvette right here. I mean, how many times did you see me drive the 21 once it was for sale? I just parked it,
Right. Yeah.
you know? I just use it because it's getting great gas mileage. I guess in closing, this is a great car for someone to get into the collector car hobby, if you will. Some will say, oh, it's an 89 Corvette, it's not a collector car. Only start with 1, 2, 3, 4 cars down the road, then you're a collector. But seriously, I mean, it runs and drives as it should. It's not losing value. It's got good miles. Always start with a car that doesn't need much, if anything, is like your first collector car. You don't want to get a basket case and you're spending time with, you and your mechanic become best friends because the car you want to run around and drive in is sitting somewhere in his garage or your garage trying to figure. Now, if you're into all that, that's fine, you know. But just starting off, if you've never had a Corvette, you've never had a kind of specialty car, if you've always wanted something like this, you know, this is a good car to start with. You know, I'm not trying to sell you on a car. I'm kind of selling you on a feeling and an experience. I might actually. So Rob, I could use that for one of our little things. You know, we're selling you on an experience and
right.
You know, but I mean, it just feels good to hop in something that's got a lot of history behind it. It's just fun to drive. You know, even this car gets looks. People kind of look, because you know, you see this occasionally, but you don't see them like this. And I don't really care what anybody thinks when they see me in this car. I know I feel good driving it, or any of my neat cars. You know, it's just fun to say, okay, I'm gonna go for a cruise. You don't have to hop in your Honda Accord or your Honda Odyssey minivan or your Ranger, whatever you're driving. You know, if you're into cars, American cars, you know, I think it's a good value at 14 grand. You know, or it was a 13.9 if you want to be exact. But you know, so if y'all have any questions, please reach out to Chad or Randy at the store over there. Our number is 843-277-2983. Randy's a big texter. You can text Randy at 843-577-2784. You know, thanks for watching this. It wasn't scripted, obviously. you know, we're just riding around talking about a car. Seriously, we haven't had a tag on back of this the whole time. The plan was just to go down the street, go around Park Circle once or twice. You know, I think you even filmed us getting gas.
Yeah.
We got filmed us getting gas.
I don't know
So,
where are we going now. I don't
You know, I'm just going to go back to Spruill by the hospital. You know what's funny is we could have been getting filmed getting pulled over too. With no tag.
We haven't.
Yeah. So, you know what's funny? Because I said that, we're going to get pulled over. We'll let you know in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then we can videotape that. You know? So, anyways, folks, we always enjoy you taking time to watch our dumb videos. You know, maybe even buying a car from us. So, happy motoring.